Hi, I'm State Representative Matt Shea from the 4th District, Spokane Valley, Washington.
What should citizen activists do to lessen their taxation burden?
Well, the first thing is they need to get involved and they need to elect people that are going to take a no new taxes pledge. That's the first thing. The second thing is to do things like today. Get involved, let your legislator know what you feel about taxation and that you don't have enough money to keep sending to the government so they can send it to people that are not productive in society. I think that's the big issue here. We're taking from the productive part of society and we're continuing to redistribute that wealth to the unproductive part of society. And we need to quit doing that. We need to give people back their money because they know how to spend it best, not government.
The original Boston Tea Party was over a smaller imposition of taxes than Americans experience today. What do you believe the Founding Fathers would say about our current form of government?
Well, it's very interesting when you listen to debate on the floor. I keep hearing that we're a democracy, and we're not a democracy, we're a republic. And in fact, we're going to be voting on the national popular vote later on today, which is going to eliminate the Electoral College, or as an attempt to kind of an end around the Electoral College. And again, that's moving toward mob rule. We're not mob rule. I think the Founding Fathers, if they were here today, would be standing on these steps just like all these folks behind me, and I think they'd be speaking out and saying enough is enough. And it's interesting, in the Declaration of Independence, the king sent officers to harass people in their homes and businesses and to eat out their substance. Boy, not much has changed in 250 years.
It has been said that as soon as the people realize that they can vote themselves a piece of redistribution pie, they do so. Do you see a way to break the cycle?
Well, I think the way to break the cycle is to return to the original Republican form of government that we had. I think that kept a very good check and balance between population centers and rural centers. I think that that's where that happens, where you have more productive people perhaps in rural centers than you do in cities. I think we need to give those rural centers back the power that they originally had in the Constitution. I think that's one way to do it. Second way to do it is we need to unleash the American spirit. We need to allow people to spend their money and invest as they see fit. We need to give people more of their hard-earned fruits of their labor. We need to get out of people's property rights and eminent domain issues where we're taking people's property and spending it and using it for things that the Founding Fathers would never have liked and would never have intended. So I think that's how we do that, how we get that power back to the people that are productive and how we encourage people that maybe aren't productive right now to become productive parts of society.
Do you believe that the income tax is a moral tax?
I do not. I don't believe in the income tax. I've taken the no new taxes pledge, and I'm adamantly opposed against the income tax, especially at the federal level, but also at the state level.
I'd like to ask you one last question. Would you please tell me what you think about what you see today?
This is incredible. 5,000 people, according to the State Patrol. This is an absolute incredible outpouring of the American spirit. I'm just so excited, and I think everybody behind me believes in less tax, less government, more freedom. That's what we need to get back to.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, one of the big issues I think this session, and it's been spreading throughout the country, is in regards to state sovereignty. One of the big, huge problems that we have in our country is that the federal government is treating state governments as an agency or an arm of the federal government. That's not what the founders intended. I don't think that's what's going to work, and I think that's part of the problem with why taxes have increased, why government has increased over the last 3.5 decades. The way to get back to that is to reclaim state sovereignty under the 10th Amendment. I introduced a bill this session, HJM 4009, that would have done that. And as you can hear behind me, I think a lot of people would agree with it.